Well, hey there, my Aries soulmates. Welcome back to the SoulFull Creator channel. It's mid-month of March, and I thought what we would do is a soulmate reading. So we're going to take a look, and I'm going to be using my special Twin Flame Journey and Twin Flame Oracle that I just got from Mystic Moon, and drawing some messages from your Twin Flame or your soulmate, and see if we can figure out what's going on in your current relationship. Or this can be a reading for if you're in separation from who you think your twin flame is, or you could be in a relationship with your twin flame and maybe having some issues within your relationship. So we're going to go ahead and get started and dig on in. All right, I'm just going to shuffle a couple of times. Holy angels, spirits, and guides, and loved ones from the other side, please give us some advice and tell us what's going on with my Aries soulmates. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the now moment. We're going to look at what the obstacles are. We're going to look at where your relationship is coming from. We're going to look at your person, and then we will be looking at the potential outcome of this relationship. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. We are starting out with the energy of the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so fives are all about change. This is telling me that someone has been feeling kind of left out. They're feeling like things have not been working out for them, that they have maybe really been in a struggle, like maybe love has forgotten them. And so maybe you're actually, this tells me, Aries, that maybe you're in a place where you're feeling like you're not finding your partner right now. And the challenge that we have around this feeling left out in the cold is the Chariot. So the challenge that we have is getting you to take some action and to move out of this energy of lack and feeling like love has forgotten all about you. Now let's take a look at where this relationship is coming from. So the relationship is coming from a place of the Hanged Man. Now the Hanged Man is all about on purpose. It's divinely guided that your relationship has been put on hold for some reason. Most likely you are in separation from your person. Since we've got the Five of Pentacles as well as the Hanged Man, we've got no movement moving forward right now, and that is because divinely guided, there is a reason why your relationship has been put on hold, and that is because the divine wants you to surrender for some reason, and you need to go through some things in order to gain a new perspective. And you're going to be stuck until you go through this particular pause and are able to see some truths that need to be uncovered. So let's take a look at your energy, Aries. You are showing up as the energy of the Judgment. So this is telling me that you're trying to make a decision right now. You're wanting a relationship that is an equal relationship, one that will allow you to have growth in it, your soul to be able to grow. And I think you're maybe with the Judgment and in the past being put on surrender, that you're maybe in the process of doing a life review right now and taking a look at what has worked, what hasn't worked, what has been healthy, what hasn't been healthy, what has been harmful and hurtful, and then, trying to get in alignment with manifesting and calling in your twin flame so that you can have an equal reflection of what you deserve to have in a relationship, to show you the truth of who you are. So you're showing up as the Judgment, and that shows that you're being called right here by Archangel Michael. He's got the trumpet. He's coming in. You are being guided and blessed, and on your soulful journey, you are not alone. You are definitely being guided by the divine through this process. Let's take a look at your person, Aries. Your person is showing up with the Six of Swords in reverse. So what that's telling me is that with your relationship, with it being in the reverse, the Six of Swords in general is about, sixes are all about wanting to, come up with a solution, wanting to have harmony, being able to let go and move on to calmer waters, tired of the struggle. The struggle represents all of these hurtful swords that are in this boat with this woman and her child. You're wanting to move on from that, but this was in the reverse. And so maybe your person feels like they can't move on from this. So I don't know if your person has a child or is maybe even in a marriage, because there's, or maybe, I don't know if this is you in a marriage with a child and you feel like both of you are stuck inside of the marriage, that you're wanting to move to calmer waters, but you're really struggling to get that movement. So that's kind of what's coming up for me. Let's take a look at what the potential outcome is. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups is all about a new love, a loving emotion coming in. Now it showed up in the reverse. So this is most likely the potential outcome of this is, this could be potentially an apology of some kind. And it could be also for those of you that are not in a current marriage or that are in separation. Maybe you're dating somebody that has a child that's trying to move past a divorce, something like that. But it shows that, this particular union that I'm reading here, this twin flame relationship, I'm kind of getting that there needs to be some sort of an apology or a potential reunion that will be coming in. So that's what the tarot is giving me. Now, what I would like to do next is to pull from my Twin Flame Journey Tarot, and let's pull another layer and just see how that gives us a little bit of a deeper meaning as to what's going on. Okay, holy angels, spirits, and guides, and loved ones from the other side, please tell us what's going on with my Aries soulmates. Tell us about this twin flame relationship. See if we can get some more clarity around who we're talking about. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right. So I've, in addition to what we saw earlier with you feeling like love has abandoned you, and that for some reason you have not, found that soulmate or that twin flame that's your partner that's going to give you a reciprocal relationship, we're getting the Fool card. So what Spirit is telling me here, Aries, is that you are entering a new journey, that you're beginning a new journey, and that, the energy of the Fool is about being wild and free and open and willing to take a risk. And, that fits perfectly with, what the challenge was around why you've been feeling out in the cold and like love has abandoned you and forgotten about you. And that is because you need to be able to take a risk and to take some action. Okay, so what we're getting in clarity here is that you have a new journey that's starting. Let's see what's challenging this with the Chariot. The Chariot is saying that the movement that you need to take, Aries, is that you need to do some soul searching. So the Hermit is showing up with the Chariot saying, it's time for you to actually, the action you need to do is to really learn a little bit more about yourself, to do some introspection and really get clear, maybe get clear about what it is you're really wanting to experience in a relationship. So that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at what this Hanged Man is about. Okay, so we've got sharp and assertive, and that is coming up with your Hanged Man. And so what this is telling me, Aries, is that, you've been put on pause by the divine so that you can get really clear. So you've got the Queen of Swords, okay? The Queen of Swords is about knowing your truth. It's about doing the introspection and getting really clear about the truth of who you are. If you have beliefs that are not, aligned with self-worth and knowing that you are worthy and deserve love, knowing that you are, a divine, child of God or a divine soul that is loved and connected with all that is. This is about getting really clear and understanding, getting that perception that you are worthy of love and that you can believe in love. So, there may have been some things in your past, Aries, that has made it difficult for you to really see the truth about love. And you might at this time want to ask yourself, what is my definition of love? How do I define love? What is love? And sometimes to find I was talking to some girlfriends the other day, and we were talking about, in order to find love, sometimes we have to look at what love is not. And when we can, peel back the layers of learning about what love is not, like love is not shallow, love is not manipulative, love is not one-sided, one is not being with someone that all they do is take. Love is not a fairy tale, it's not romantic, it's not an illusion, it's not something that only, you look at through rose-colored glasses. So Aries, I would say take a look at what your definition of love is, and let's do a little bit of a life review of, what has worked in the past and what hasn't worked in the past. And maybe you need to come up with, maybe you need to surrender to what the divine is wanting to teach you, what real love is about. There's a great book out there by Greg Bear called Real Love that really changed my life. And, it says love has to be given freely in order to be received, because love is like a gift that you receive. You can't control it. You can't, demand when it shows up. You can't say, I want so-and-so to bring at my door at this time, and it needs to be in a red box with a curly ribbon that's this color, Love comes in when it comes in, when it's a gift from the universe, when you're ready for it, when the universe knows that you've done your work, and you still have work to do, Aries, because you're being put on hold. So whether you or your person, this is the position of you, and this is the position of your person. But if it doesn't resonate, if this is you, you can also flip those energies around. Now let's take a look at what goes with this Judgment card. This is the energy of what I was saying is you. And what's showing up is the Page of Cups. Now, pages are all about messages. So, this is pairing with the calling. This is Michael saying your energy is that you're being called to go on a new journey to experience what true love is. And this is saying that there is a message in love that the divine wants you to really understand. The Page of Love means that there will be a message coming in. Now, this might mean that you get a message from someone, or that you all of a sudden have an awakening moment about what love really is, what real love is, not what imitation love is, okay? So maybe getting clear about what love is will be the message that helps you take action and begin this new journey. Let's take a look at your person now. All right, so your person is in the energy of Wheel of Fortune is what's showing up. And it's saying it's about completing a cycle in order for there to be a new opportunity. So, wheels can mean that your person is trying to complete a karmic lesson. They may be, and maybe that's who that woman and the child is in the boat. They may be in a marriage still, trying to get out, trying to move on, feel stuck, don't know how to get out, and maybe you are their twin flame, soulmate, and they're trying to free themselves and to move out of this chaotic marriage that they're in order to be able to have an opportunity, a destined opportunity with you. So I don't know if your person is trying to get out of a karmic relationship right now, but so whether they're married or they're in another relationship, but it looks as if they feel like they're stuck, and what they're wanting to do is to free themselves in order to be on this journey with you, which is going to be a destined opportunity for the two of you to meet. Okay, Aries, so let's look at this Ace of Cups. What's coming up with the opportunity that's actually bringing in the message of love, and which is the Ace of Cups. Again, it's either a reconciliation or a potential apology. And what's pairing with that is that both of you, neither one of you, are coming in with that communication, with that message. It's the energy of stalemate and indecision. This person has a blindfold on. This is the Two of Swords. This is about making a choice to actually bring in that message. And so I don't know if it's, if there's an apology or someone needs to take action to create the opportunity for the reunion in order for you to be together. But neither one of you are talking. There is, and maybe there hasn't been communication, and because there is, indecision. So we often can't say an apology, or can't, call up someone and ask them to meet us for coffee, or, if we haven't completely made a decision to come in with that apology or the opportunity to reconcile. So if nothing's happening, you're in stalemate in the love department, it's because one of you needs to communicate with the other. Now, it might be that you're not communicating, Aries, because you still don't really know your truth, and you're still trying to get your head around what real love is. All right, let's take some oracle of the twin flame journey. Holy angels, spirits, and guides, and loved ones from the other side, please tell me more about Aries. Please tell me about the energy of Aries. What is it that I need to know about Aries and their twin flame or their soulmate partnership? How can we guide them? What do we need to know to be able to go deeper into this? Okay. Sometimes it takes me a minute to warm up my hands. There we go. All right, Aries. There is a karmic lesson here that needs to be learned. So you have lessons showing up. That is part of what's going on here. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know from the twin flame oracle. We've got a couple of things here. You need to release some sort of, this could be releasing the way that you view love, your definition of love. This could be releasing some negative energies. This can be, you know, a lot of times we can't learn a lesson if, you know, we can't release it until we've learned the lesson. First, you have to learn the lesson so that you're not angry about it anymore, and then we can actually let it go. So there may be something going on with that. Also, I'm getting pause, which again goes with the Hanged Man and also mask. So someone, again, not knowing your truth, Aries, this is showing up that someone is wearing a mask, whether it is you or your person. All right, let's take a look at what some of the negative energies are that may be interfering with this relationship. What are the negative blocks, the energy blocks? Okay. Aries, I have being reactive. So, you know, being reactive is not being proactive. That doesn't come from a place of self-control. Being reactive is, you know, when someone triggers you and pushes your buttons, and then you get pulled back into the same pattern and acting your old self, your old ways, not your highest self, okay? Getting pulled back into the human journey and making it all about you and trying to create safety and being stuck in the energy of protection. And, you know, that's reactive, right? When we're in our lower self, we're basically, you know, closed off, we're acting from a place of protection and survival. So ask yourself, are you being reactive in this relationship? We've also got the energy of impatience, Aries. Have you been, you know, that comes up with feeling out in the cold, right? Which was the center of this reading, is that you've been impatient in the journey to find true love, the journey to find your twin flame. But the energy of impatience is an energy that comes from lack. So if you want to actually make some things happen in this relationship with attracting your twin flame or reuniting with your twin flame, then what you need to do is realize that this is a lifetime journey, and that sometimes it takes a lifetime for us to do our soul work in order to be healthy enough to even be in a twin flame relationship. So this is a lifelong journey for you. Sometimes you have to become the one in order to find the one. So embodying the energy of impatience is just, realize it's just creating more opportunities for love to, you know, leave you out in the cold, okay? Now, being revengeful, obviously that is a lower state energy as well. Being angry that things happened in the past. Maybe being angry with the universe about the fact that you've been in a stuck position, that the universe has put you on hold in the love department, not wanting to do that work on yourself, and being upset about the fact that, you know, that this has been a difficult journey for you. I don't know if someone's hurt you or you're just upset with the universe, but you know, coming out of a place of being revengeful, trying to get even with someone, whether it's getting even with someone that's hurt you from your past, or even getting even with the universe and thinking that you're going to win that battle. That's, you know, that's a futile, endeavor. I mean, you're never going to win when it comes against you and the universe. The universe is all that is. It's always going to win. So it doesn't do any good to be angry or resentful or revengeful with the universe, okay? Let's take a look at the energies that Spirit would like you to embody in order to bring this twin flame relationship in. What can my Aries soulmates embody? Okay, we've got balance, Aries. So Spirit is wanting you to come from a place of, you know, being both a human being and a spiritual being. That means being on the soulful journey. That means listening to your soul. That means, you know, not resisting the soulful journey. That means being willing to find your truth, being excited about that journey to find your truth, okay? And also balance means that you have, you know, balanced emotions. It means that you know, are not bipolar. It means that, and this could be either you or your person. I don't know. This is the energy and the advice that I'm getting on how to come into union with your twin flame and your person in this reading. And so Spirit is saying, hey, you know, if you want a healthy relationship, then you need to be in balance. So if you're all over the place, you're having low lows and high highs and people can't keep up with you, you know, that's difficult to be around. That's exhausting. And that makes people, you know, want to withdraw and get away when you're taking them on a roller coaster ride, whether it's an emotional roller coaster ride or a mental roller coaster ride. If you also don't, you know, aren't balanced with your thoughts and your beliefs, not knowing who you are, all that is, it just creates confusion in the relationship. Nobody wants to get into a relationship with someone that doesn't even know who they are, because how do you trust someone when they haven't done the work and they don't know who they are yet, right? Because people have to be able to bring their best self to the relationship in order to be trustworthy. So, you know, be balanced in your beliefs about yourself, okay? Having healthy beliefs, not harmful beliefs. Having healthy belief patterns that drive healthy behavior, right? Because it's your behavior that builds your life, and it builds your character, and it builds the relationship, what type of a relationship you're going to actually manifest. So balancing yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, your belief patterns, your behaviors, your actions, and you know, the way that you show up in the world also, as well as making sure that you're balanced with your soul as well, that you're not shutting off your soul, that you're allowing your soul to guide you and direct you on this journey to find your twin flame. And then the last energy, Aries, is that Spirit is saying that, actually I want to pull one more card for you, but Spirit is also saying that what would be good for you is to be spontaneous. So sometimes getting back into the childlike energy of being spontaneous helps us find each other when we're in a twin flame journey. You know, maybe you have been thinking about taking a class, or, you know, going to a meetup group or something like that, or, you know, taking an art class, or, you know, doing something that's your soul's desire, right? And just being spontaneous and childlike about that, because that's how we get out and we meet new people. We got to get out of our old patterns and behaviors. And, you know, love doesn't just come show up on your door and knock on your door and say, hey, I'm here. I mean, you have to go out there and meet people and invite love into your home, and give love your address, and tell you and invite, you know, that person to come over, right? So, you know, things don't just buzz around in the etheric realm. We have to manifest that into physical form, and that takes action, and that means getting out there, connecting with other people. So being spontaneous about that. And then also, Aries, whether it's you or your person, there may be someone here that just needs to take off this mask and become humble. So, you know, I don't know who this is, whether this is you. Maybe you're still not knowing your truth, and so that comes across as you wearing a mask, like you're trying to fool others into believe that you are someone that you are not. And, you know, that's the kind of people that show up to a party and all they can do is talk about everything that they've done and what they're doing, and they don't know how to listen, and it's all about them, and it's actually not it's not a discussion at all. It's a one-sided person talking about themselves the whole time, and not, you know, and the other person says something and then they don't even listen to it, and they go right on to the next thing about themselves. You know, it's so ego can get in the way when we really don't know our truth, because we actually haven't, you know, we actually haven't done the work. We actually haven't embraced the pause that the universe has put us on hold and said, hey, you need to get clear about the truth of who you are. And, you know, we can't get out of this pause energy, you know, until we embrace that journey and really want to take that mask off. And sometimes that means that it takes humility in order for us to attract a relationship. Okay. No one really wants, I mean, most people get into a relationship because when they're with the other person, they like what it brings out in them, right? And so, sometimes we have to get out of ourselves and not make this relationship about us and what we can get out of it and how it makes us feel, but actually humble ourselves and just realize that, that maybe we're just on a journey to understand our truth, and that through relationship, we can actually, find our true self, right? So this is what I have for you, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I think that this is your twin flame journey in a nutshell is about you doing the work to look inside and embrace the journey of being the fool and take a risk and find your true self so that you can show up as your true self and attract your twin flame. Okay, Aries, now I would like to pull some twin flame messages. Let's find out what you would like to say to your person or what your person would like to say to you. What are the messages here? Got a couple messages here. I've thought a lot about you lately. I've looked you up online to see what you've been doing. So Aries, you have someone spying on you. They're thinking about you every day. You feel like home to me. And you are an angel. So Aries, your twin flame realizes and recognizes that you are the one. They're thinking about you. They're spying on you. And you are the one that makes them feel at home. And why? Because you are their other half. So this journey is worth it. This is worth it for you to realize the truth that you are an angel and you deserve this, okay? All right. And that's what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, and if this helped you in any way, I would love it if you would subscribe or share or even just give us a thumbs up or give us a comment. Let me know how you're liking these cards that I kind of handmade. I'm actually ordering some that I'm going to be putting together my own deck and be selling a deck of emotion cards because I feel like they're really helpful, but I'd love to hear that from you. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. This is a lot of fun for me to be able to take the knowledge that I've, kind of been through my own twin flame journey and to be able to, to help others on that similar journey. So hope you guys have a great week this week and that this helps you through the mid-March reading and that, go out there and get busy finding your true self so that you can attract the one into your life. All right, Aries, have a great week.